I'm a radio host,
a motivational speaker,
internet show host,
executive producer, owner,
president,
whatever you want to call me.
BV Mobile Apps has been so helpful to me.
We are in the new era, the new age of technology. The world is mobile right now.
To try to compete with the bigger boys, you have to have a mobile app.
The mobile app has definitely added credibility to my brand.
Because I can cater to my readers. I can cater to my listeners.
It helps get the word out about your company or your brand.
It's extremely important for that information to be accessible to people while they are on the go. It'll go out to all of my social media, and it'll come directly to your phone.
Since I had the mobile app,
A lot more advertisers. We are getting a lot more sponsors.
7 tracks between book and studio time. I've generated thousands in revenue.
We specialize in creating mobile apps for the entertainment industry. Go to bvmobileapps.com, click Get Started Now, create your account, choose your package, upload your content, click Submit.
Definitely put your trust in BV mobile apps.
Because they deliver.
because these guys are professional.
BV mobile apps is dope.
BV Mobile Apps. Make it easy. Make it mobile.
BeatBreakRadioFM.com, Atlanta's new underground station. The Dark Knight Entertainment Multimedia Company. Follow Dark Knight Entertainment on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. To watch Dark Knight Entertainment TV anytime. And for more info, log on to BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Take Beat Break Radio on the go. You can download the app to listen to the show on your iPhone. Go mobile with Beat Break Radio today.
Download the Beat Break 87 FM app on your Android, smartphone, and other mobile devices right now. Find it on Google Play, the App Store, BlackBerry World, BlackVibes.com, and iTunes under Home Team Radio. Beat Break 87 FM, Atlanta's new underground station.
Hello, Atlanta. How you doing? This is Wood Harris.
Hi, this is Jasmine Guy.
What's going on, Atlanta? This is Clifton Powell.
Hey guys, it's Niecy Nash from TV Land's The Soul Man. This is Cat Williams.
Check this out. This your boy RL from NEXT.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Lunel.
What's up, ATL? It's your girl Ken of Atlantic Records.
Hi, I'm Taraji P. Henson, and you're listening to Beat
on
Break
Beat Break
Radio
87
FM.
FM, Atlanta's new underground station, public radio for the people. Sean Garvey, DJ Rollem, and Sha'ria Thomas in the studio with us today. We have financial educator, author, and speaker Rob Wilson in the studio. Does he have a mic?
He has to share the mic. He has to share the mic. Once again.
Sha'ria.
We're getting nice and close and intimate.
Oh, okay.
It's after hours now.
I noticed. Because I noticed you don't have a ring on that finger right now. Wow.
Okay.
Rob Wilson in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
Let's stay on topic.
Rob Wilson.
I said, what have they gotten me into?
Nah, I was just, I'm like, he didn't say nothing about mine. I don't have mine on me.
The author of the book, When Wealth Increasing Now, which is available right now on Amazon and other places as well. Thank you so much for joining with us, Rob Wilson. All right, so why are you looking at me like that? We're talking about financial empowerment.
Absolutely.
Okay. Don't mind. Sha'ria is the guinea pig today.
That's your second warning there.
Okay. All right. So the book, Wealth Increasing Now, is a book about financial empowerment, just like today's episode. And well, before we get into that, we want to know what got you started out as a financial advisor. Was it something that, or a financial educator, I must say, was it something that you wanted to be when you was a little kid, or was it just something that came along towards you, or the opportunity presented itself to you along the way?
To be honest, God has a crazy sense of humor. I was a thief when I was a kid. I was a very good thief. I was that guy that would bust you in the head, take what you had. I was that hula, and so I've always had an interest in money. But did I ever want to operate in money? No. One day, one of the best jobs I was offered in my life was at Equifax, and from there I learned about credit. I left there, went to First Financial Management Corporation, which is some people know it as First Data now. but they control the financial industry.
Yeah, I'm familiar with First Data. Yeah.
And through that process, I learned about money. I learned about credit. I learned about credit scores. And then I realized, you know what? There's no one out here teaching people how to avoid and deal with financial crisis. And that's what created that synergy, that desire to do it. And some 20 years ago now, I've been very fortunate and being on the other side, teaching personal finance and money management.
Right. And then along the way, you took it to radio. That's how I known you.
Yes.
By being one of the radio personalities for WAOK 1380
Yeah, and
here in Atlanta.
Before that, I did radio, like I'm your guest. I did guest spots in, I think, about 13 cities at the time. And this was before the internet. So it was Chicago, Detroit, Raleigh, North Carolina, D.C., and just going on as a financial expert, because what was abnormal and unusual was a black man that knew how to talk about money and was able to do it in a legitimate capacity where the information, you talk about credit. You see, how many times you've seen people running on TV from cameras talking about credit repair, right?
Right.
I'm out there waving my hand. Hey, guys, I talk about credit repair.
Right.
They wouldn't give me an interview. I couldn't get an interview because when you understand the truth, when you tell the truth, it's not a lot of glamour there. But if I was illegal with that, the whole world would have known who I was. And so I took advantage of that. I took that to radio, and I talked about credit every single day for about 7 years.
Yeah, and I listened to your show, and you gave very valuable information over the airwaves that people need to hear, especially us as black people. And I feel like everything that's going on right now in society, especially in our community, it equates back to money. It equates back to some form of money, especially with everything that's going on right now, from the Sandra Bland incident that took place a few weeks ago, and other related events, whether it's young black males getting shot and killed by police officers, and just violence in general. I always say to myself, like, why don't we just boycott? Why don't we boycott?
There's a new term that's going around. It's been around in the government for years. It's called opportunity costs. What happens if I blow up that building, right? What's the cost surrounding that? What's the revenue that's going to be generated from that angle, from that perspective? That's why our city governments, I think it was in St. Louis, when the federal government investigated and they showed that people were making a living off of writing tickets for their city budget.
That's what I thought I heard.
Opportunity costs. Opportunity costs. You don't do the right things. You got a tail light that's broken on your car. Well, that's a $29 fix, right? But if you didn't know it, you didn't know it. You get pulled over, guess what? That's a $300 fine or a $250 fine.
Ain't nobody got that money.
Opportunity costs. So what we have to do as people is understand opportunity costs. I live in Cobb County, and where I live in Cobb County, I feel safe. I feel secure. Now, there were times when I used to run from the police. Now I look for the police to protect my belongings, protect my property, to protect me. But I also realize that, when I'm out, I have to give them little resistance. I have to do things completely in a different manner. And we have to be aware of that. If we understand opportunity costs, in every scenario that we enter into, there's a cost. There's an opportunity for an expense. There's an opportunity to make money. Somebody's going to get paid off for every action that you do.
But when does it get to a point where, when the same situation is happening over and over and over again, and we just need to come together and be like, you know what, let's take our money out of certain banks, put it into our own banks, or certain companies to where, we would show the conglomerate companies, the bigger companies, we're really making some noise out here by investing into our own, because of all the different things that is going on that are quote-unquote racially motivated. Let's put our money into our own community and show America or show the powers that be, we are disappointed by some of the things that are happening, and now it's time for us to take action with our own finances, with our own pocketbooks and our wallets, and invest into our own and not invest into companies or certain companies that don't care about us or don't care about black lives getting shot and killed out here.
You got a good point, but then you got to look at the establishment. You ever heard of a rush card?
I have.
You ever heard
Shout out
of,
to Russell Simmons, by the way.
You ever heard of a magic card?
Yes.
Okay. Neither one of those cards do anything for black people.
I figured that.
Not an ounce of anything other than take their money. All right? And the establishment has said, hey, look, we've tried to do it. We can't go and keep them under control. Well, we could do it with a rush card. And so now you have an element. And I want you to get this, okay? And God knows I hope I can make it back to Cobb County from here. No, but imagine you having a card that have no credit value, no financial fingerprint for you whatsoever. And then one day, as a man, you want to introduce your son to finance, to banking. What experiences can you give him? You don't go to a check cashier because, you don't go to a bank because you use a check cashier. You don't even go to a check cashier anymore because you don't have to, because you can use the rush card, right? So you have no financial fingerprint. So when you need to buy a car, where do you get financing? You got to go to a bank. How did that bank finance you? With a cosigner. If they don't finance you with a cosigner, they finance you at 26%. So now opportunity costs, right? Now you're paying a higher rate than you should be paying. The financial industry is biased, no doubt about it. It's biased to those who don't have money, and it's given to those that do. Everybody in this room right now, a year from now, can change the way your bank deal with you. Just $1,000 can change the course of your financial life.
Yeah.
Just $1,000.
Yeah.
And once we understand that, see, we don't count $750 every week on a card where our paycheck is coming out of our pocket. But that $750 end up being, over time, a substantial amount of money. You know, and that's how money is made. Mm-hmm. You know, so yeah, we could march, we could come together, but what we have to first do, we have to stop pimping each other. We have to stop, and you know, you're in the music industry, right? Right. You know music pretty good. Yeah. If Barry Gordy was doing this, what would they call him? What did they call Barry Gordy back in the day?
I heard some people call him a pimp.
He was a pimp.
Yeah.
But what Barry did was say, hey, listen, I got the avenue for you to make money in music. Come through this is the only way you're going to get paid. And for a long time, that was the only process. We have tons of ways, man, that we can now bank. That you can bank with your insurance company. You can bank with, you could at a credit union. You don't have to be a member anymore. You don't have to be a particular person working for a particular company. Anybody could join a credit union now. Just create a banking relationship. It's the best thing that you can do. Mm-hmm. The best thing that you can do. And then let your children see you as a black man walking into a bank, putting your check on the counter, and getting respect. Once they see that, they have something different to look at. But if they never see you, they always see you go to a check casher, guess where they going? Yeah. I mean, we want to blame the system, but we are part of that system because we haven't really pulled ourselves from it.
Well, I, for one, never received or never even purchased the Rush card. The thing that got to me about the Rush card and what Russell Simmons was trying to do, like Russell Simmons, he's a great marketer. And he's great. And I think what attracted people to the Rush card and other cards, like the Black card and the Magic card, was the marketing and the promoting. That's what attracted a lot of people, in my opinion. But I agree with you. It doesn't.
You don't have to stand in line anymore Have you been denied from your bank?
Yes. Hey.
Stand in line for a moment, my brother. You know what? keep this concept in your mind. When you leave here tonight, when you go home, you're going to lay down in your bed. You're going to be in your own private environment. And you're going to think about who you got to deal with. Either light bill, gas bill, water bill, food, grocery, child care, something.
Or the baby mama.
Baby.
The wife.
Baby mama, whatever.
Even the side chick.
Yeah. Both of them. Whatever it is, it's there. And you have to contend with it. And now you have to figure out, how do I maneuver this, right? Well, you know what? Why go through that stress without having some real purpose of getting a greater result? You know, financial freedom is for everyone, but it's a choice. It's not given to you. It's a choice. And there's no entitlement that comes along with it. I'm sure you heard the piece where it says, the Bible talks, Ecclesiastes, I think it's 11:22. It said, take thy portions, divide them into 7, yea 8, because you never know what the earth might produce. Well, some people say you need to have 7 streams of income. The Bible is basically saying, you got $1,000, you take it, you put it in 7 different components, right? Checking, savings, money market, CD, individual retirement account, and a brokerage account. Checking, savings, money market, CD, individual retirement account, a brokerage account. There's another one. But just in your bank, you got 7 little different ways that you can put money, you know, and prepare yourself so that whenever they pull your credit report, they can see that you got resources. It's just having a financial relationship, man. And I know it sounds like we can't do it, but we can. That's when we have the ability to empower ourselves and move our money. Right now, most of us don't have money to move. Talk to the people that you would want to have move and ask them how many have $1,000 in the bank.
You know, yeah, and you have a question, Sha'ria,
yes,
by the way.
We discussed a lot in terms of just overall from DJ Rollem's and his loans.
Situation.
Yes, his situation.
Not just not a situation, but a situation.
Yes,
it's bigger than that.
Situation. From just us discussing just overall the African American community, which Sean kind of touched on. And really something that really stuck out in regards to just be looking over your chapters of your book was having the transformational mindset and going from that poverty-stricken mind to a wealth-conscious mindset. Well, I'm sure everybody has heard like the saying, money doesn't grow on trees, or money is the root to all evil. So when I saw that, where you say it's going from that, you know, that poverty mindset to that wealth conscious mindset, I really wanted you to tell us a little bit more about how to reach that, especially how we're talking about having that rush card, trying to get that instant gratification. What's going to help us to get there and to change our mind to really stay in that wealth mindset?
Well, the wealth mindset is, you know, you remember earlier I said there's no difference between poverty versus wealth. The behavior is the same. You know, you get up, you go to work. At this job, you don't like it, but you got to do it, right? You get your paycheck, you sit down and you write your bills, and you figure it out. Okay, this is what I'm gonna pay today. This is what I'm paying. This is what I'm gonna do with this. Well, that's the poverty mindset. The wealth mindset gets up. He execute his demons going into this building that he don't like to go in, but he's going for a purpose. I got to feed my family, and I'm on a mission now. He goes in, he sets up a budget that will manage his money so that he's not worrying about, who's going to get paid this week or who's going to get paid last week. It's already a process. It's already set. I call it my damn money. I know we can't cuss it, and that's not a cuss word.
It's that time now. It's that time now.
Yeah, okay. But having a decisive action with your money. See, most of us, I mean, if we are honest, when we get paid, on the day we get paid, we sit down like, okay, I'm going to pay Susan, I'm going to pay Charlie, and you don't need to do that. When you get paid, your money should go right through your account and do what it's supposed to do. And that's a mindset. That's a changing of your mindset. Shopping, and I jump on women a lot with this one,
Women?
Yeah,
Listen.
women. I jump on
Listen.
them, man. Yeah.
Listen.
Because women have this thing about shopping, right? Women have this thing about shopping.
Not all women.
Most women.
It makes me feel better, I worked so hard, I deserve this. You do, but you deserve even better. You deserve to have the ability to not have a mortgage payment. You deserve to have the ability to travel and go anywhere you want to when you want to. The only way you get there is by saving and by investing, right? Because you're already working hard. You're already doing the labor. So now you just need to say, you know what? I earned this money. Now this money is going to reproduce for me so that I can go on a vacation. And then you remember we talked about the credit card?
Yeah.
Right. The Capital One credit card, which is the one that we hear, what's in your wallet.
I love those commercials.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it too. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you another reason why you're going to love it even better. All right? When they ask that question, what's in your wallet, you see all the perks. Imagine you paying your light, your gas, your water bill, your cable, your food, and all of your monthly expenses on a credit card that gives you triple and double reward points, that you go on a free vacation every year. You fly free. You stay at a hotel free. The only thing you have to do is buy your food. So I ask you, what's in your wallet? When they ask you that question, it's always tied to people having rewards. You understand what I'm saying? It's not tied to you struggling with that credit card. So a rush card ain't going to give you that. You need a credit card. A secured card is not going to give. You need a credit card. People tell you credit cards are bad because you don't understand them. But when you understand them, you get a free vacation every year paying your bills.
Okay, but I'm saying it depends on the interest rate, right?
No.
Because some of the interest rates are going to be different with different credit cards. Even
No.
if you...
What is it depend?
Let me tell you what. Okay, you have a house that you pay for, right?
Yeah.
If you sit down and wrote your expenses out every month, you're going to write a bill that says you're going to have, well, my expenses every month is $2,500. That's money you paying every what?
Month.
Right? So now you put that on a credit card, right? Mm-hmm. And what you're going to do? Every month you're going to what?
Pay it.
Because you've been doing what?
Been paying it.
Every what?
Every month.
So over 12 months, you gaining triple and double reward points for bills that you paying anyway.
But what about the interest, though?
There is no interest.
There's no interest.
Because you paying your bill in 30 days.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You trying to tell us that there is no interest
on a credit card?
If you pay it.
If you pay it.
Yeah, if you pay it.
But you're not hearing what I'm saying. See, look, you are doing. Hold on. You asked me a question about the difference in the poverty mentality and the wealth mentality. You are hearing the poverty mentality. No. Listen.
You gotta be poverty,
No. I don't mean that in a negative way. But when you focus on the interest, you're focusing on the piece that will prohibit you from doing the things that you can enjoy. You're saying, what about the interest rate? And I'm telling you, don't worry about the interest rate. It's the free vacation.
I mean, it sounds good, but
do you understand?
I understand. It just sounds good. I'm not scared about the interest rate, man.
But because I haven't been on a vacation in a long time.
Sean.
But you trying to tell me that I could have been on a vacation like 3 weeks ago.
I got it.
Sean.
I'm doing it.
Is there Wi-Fi in here?
I don't know if there's a why. I have to check. But Rod Wilson is in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. For those who are just tuning in to the Beat Break AM show on Beat Break 87 FM, we're talking about financial empowerment. And he just broke it down to us that don't worry about the interest when it comes to credit cards.
Right.
And so I don't know if some of us have been miseducated or misinformed by the whole. Thank you for co-signing me, by the way. When it comes to interest, because we've been told by other financial advisors about the dangers of the interest rate.
Well, look at it this way, Sean, because when it comes to having a credit card, and I've done that with only like one expense, that what he's talking about. Look at it, say every month you know how much you spend on your gas, and you only put your gas money that you spend on one credit card, but you pay it off at the end of the month.
So you treat it like an American Express card then?
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The light bulb goes off.
I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah, and he's broken through. Can we get Sean now?
I was trying to pull up my Starwoods. You familiar with Starwoods?
I am now.
The W hotels. Mm-hmm. You familiar?
Okay.
Starwoods.
Oh, okay.
In Starwoods, I have right now about 30,000 points. All right. Okay. So whenever I want to stay in a W hotel or a Westin hotel or any of their products, I think Sheraton is in the family. Yeah, no, Marriott. The Sheraton. Sheraton is in the family. Whenever I want to stay, I could either use my points and stay free, or I could use a portion of my points and I get I pay a lower rate. What's in your wallet? It don't always have to be in your wallet. You know what? I did a conference and I did it under my card. And so everything, I get my points. If I travel on business, I go to a book signing, I'm gonna be at that hotel. I'm traveling on my points. Because I want to build up my points so when I want to go to Vegas, I'm in the wind. I ain't paying a dime. Just pay the buffet rate. And
you like that? That's really nothing. That's really nothing right there.
No, it's rent a car, drive to LA, 3 hours, come back to Vegas, because you're there for a week, free.
Wow.
Just for paying your bills. And see, we don't get it because people say, well, what about the interest rate? What about the interest rate? You know what? You remember that little piece I told you? What about the interest rate? Mm-hmm. On the credit card?
Right.
The 10 months? You pay 10 months of interest. It ain't what about the interest rate? Interest rates are designed to keep... You own your homes?
I don't own a home yet.
I help with a mortgage.
Okay, so you probably heard people say do bi-weekly payments, or join this kind of group and they'll force bi-weekly payments on your mortgage company, right? And people say, well, they're going to charge you a fee, $250 to start, then $3 every payment, and that's just too much money. Listen, you're going to end up spending $20,000 to save $60,000. You hear what I just said? You're going to spend $20,000, but you're going to save $60,000.
And you wasted money. Because they used to have big conferences with that, and people would go in droves waiting for hours.
Yeah. But just imagine that you get, well, I'm not going to do that. That's $20,000. That's that deterrent. That's that poverty mentality that prohibits you from going over. Because when you get over, you don't look back. That's the piece. It says when you get over, you just do things differently. There's a secure credit card. Everybody tell you the way you build your credit is to get a secure credit card, right? Secure credit card is the worst thing you can do. Because they're only going to give you a $300 to $500 limit. And I don't care how much you pay them on time and never go over the limit. You do everything perfectly correct. your credit score is only going to go but so high because you got a secure credit card. It's the type of product that you have now that's choking you. You follow me? So you're never going to get past 620 if you get that high, right? So then on the other side of that, you say, well, Robert, how do I build credit? Well, if you went through a bankruptcy or you had a lot of derogatory stuff and you got that cleaned up, then the first thing you do, you go get you a magazine. Get a little thing out of the middle of it and order a subscription and tell them to bill you, right? When they bill you, you pay it. Then they get your name on a good payer list, and then they sell your name to somebody else as a good payer. Next thing you know, you get a credit card offer in the mail.
I get that all the time then.
But something triggered you to get in that environment. So now you have to pick and choose what you're going to use. Because, you know, if there's one that's offering points and rewards, that's what you want. That's how you get your free vacation. I know people cash in their cards and get like, man, I almost went and saw what's his name, the fighter Mayweather.
Oh,
almost
Mayweather and Pacquiao.
I was bidding, and I was like, I'm going to use all 30,000 points. Some joker came in and hit it with 40. You know, I was like,
but are you kind of glad that you didn't go because of how the fight turned out?
Oh, you crazy.
I'm like, man, I didn't knew Floyd was going to win. Come on.
Sometimes, man, just being in the atmosphere and smelling it.
Right.
Right. That's what being there.
The fresh smell of the smell of fresh blood. Wow.
No, that's the aroma, man, because you sit in seats where your drinks are free. You know, it's just a whole different atmosphere. And here's the thing. You can get all of that for doing simple stuff. Paying your bills on time.
So I hope young people, especially young people, are listening to this, because when they're going into college, that's their first target. That's their first group of people is college students, because they know that they're going to take this credit card, they're going to use it up on clothing, food, other expenses. But there's a certain way that you can go about handling that without getting into any kind of debt.
Well, you know, it goes back to, we do need to teach our young people, but parents have to take a good responsibility on teaching their children, because your children only mimics what you do.
They're sponges.
They are. Whatever. But see, children also come with with the discipline of managing money. That's just God given. It's a God give us the ability to manage and create wealth. It's born in us. We are born to reproduce and manage. We are born with everything we ever need, right? And then somewhere between 7 and like 11 years old, we lose it. But if you got a child and they under 7 years old, give them some money and see how tight knot they are with that money.
Oh, I got cousins.
They won't spend it. They will spend yours, and they make good decisions with their money. And then somewhere between 7 and 11, you know, I don't know how they, you know, I did a book called Building Children Money Habits. It was one of my books that I wrote. And it's like between 7 and 11, they just lose it. And if you can't snatch them back by 11, they gone.
Oh yeah, far gone.
They are just like we are. They got every 1 hour have. Well, you got your credit card, Mom. Can I get this?
Jordans, iPhones.
Yeah. I mean, it's the process. It's what we teach them. You know, you said you have 3 boys. Buy them Jordans and then stop. Don't buy them another pair. And then you say to them, say, you know what? I want to show you something. You go show them Nike stock, Jordan stock, and then you teach them about this is how money is being made. They don't want them shoes anymore. They want the stock. They are that conscious. But you got to show them that.
Yeah, I know.
But if you never introduce them that, because then you start saying, you see, every time you see somebody with that on, that's your money. You're a part of that money. You know, because guess what? If you don't have a mortgage, you're paying a mortgage. It's not yours. It's somebody else's mortgage. But everything. It's a process. And when we understand that, we take the attitude of, I'm going to do this different. But if you paying rent, you paying somebody else's mortgage. Somebody got a note on that property that you living in, right? You paying that mortgage. You might as well pay your own. You might as well, I mean, it's the same process. And the same, it's money you don't get back anyway. But if you were buying your mortgage, it's money that you do have.
Wow. Rod Wilson putting us on game.
I'm sorry.
Serious.
Win. How to win, which is the book. I also want to quickly touch on people that live, because I know a few people that are living beyond their means right now. What do you have to say about people that live beyond their means? Because I think we too live in a society where we do care about what other people do. And we want to go and we want to purchase this nice house. It doesn't have to be too big, but something that is noticeable, something that is real nice, something that we can impress our family and friends with. But we can't, we know that in reality we can't afford it, but we do it anyway in hopes of trying to afford it later. What do you have to say about people that live beyond their means?
Well, you know, the title of the book is Wealth Increasing Now, which is an acronym. But now is an acronym as well, needs over wants. You have to be able to understand what your needs are. You have to deliver on your needs, not on your wants. When we begin to, for every person that I ever met that lives above their means, there's something else that's deeper going on than it's not financial. It's something else going on. It could be they went through a bad relationship. They just went through a divorce. They taking care of a sick loved one. They just made some bad choices sometimes. But after that experience, they struggle with the idea of cutting back. Because when you cut back, you feel you have to change the course or change the quality of your living. And what I teach people is, no, enjoy cable. Enjoy eating out. Just trim it back a little bit.
Downgrade a little.
Well, I wouldn't say downgrade. See, because who am I to tell you to downgrade? See, because you come to my house telling me to cut off my NFL channel. I'm sorry.
Right.
You know,
right.
You're gonna have to find another way.
Yeah.
Right. But then if you come to me and you say, you know what, though, Rob, you're heavy right here, though. And then you start looking at your family pot. Where are you putting your money? Okay. And then what area can I now trim back on? You know, I used to go to let people shave me and shave my head, because I just love the feeling of somebody, you know, and this lady, she did a good job. $20 every 2 weeks, and it was like, you know what? Why am I giving her money?
That's $40.
I mean, literally. I mean, why was I giving her money? Now, I'm all about supporting business, but you know what? I got to eat too, and I want to eat later. You know, if I'm traveling on the road and I get tired, even right now, I got to go to Cobb County. If there was a heavy storm and I was on my way through downtown, I ain't scared to stop at a hotel. You should never be afraid to do something that you enjoy. But in order to do that, you have to be able to save, you have to be able to manage, and you have to stay within your means. And when a person get the opportunity to see that they can enjoy the quality of living that they like and do it for less, that's when they begin to change their course.
Okay. All right. Rod Wilson in the studio with us. And earlier you said, well, just a few moments ago, you said deliver on your needs, right? Or deliver on your needs or on your means? Needs?
Deliver on your needs.
Oh, okay, okay.
Always.
We want to make sure we clarify that.
Always deliver on your needs, because
okay. We want to make sure we clarify that, because some people may have heard you say deliver on your needs. So
Yeah, deliver on your knees.
No, deliver on your knees, not deliver on your knees. Or okay, gotcha. All right, anyway.
No, hold it. First of all, hold it. No. Let me clear this one up for you. I speak Ebonics, if they haven't already. But I'd rather say I is rich than I am poor. Right? So don't get caught up with the message. Deliver on your knees.
Okay.
N-E-E-D-S.
All right, gotcha. All right. The book is entitled Wealth Increasing Now. What else can people expect from the book, Rob Wilson? What can people expect from the book, Wealth Increasing Now?
What they would be able to expect is a roadmap to converting their life to financial freedom. You can instantly, and I want to put emphasis on that, you can instantly change the course of your financial life in a very short period of time, because the only thing that you have to do is put a budget down, create that budget, and follow that process. Make better decisions with your money. Start investing, and start investing now. Don't wait. Don't let anybody sell you on the idea that you don't have enough. Make that sacrifice as if you were planning to go on a trip to Jamaica, right? You've done that before, right? Cut it in half. All right, use 1/3. All right, use 1/4. And then the final thing I say is this: teach your children to manage money. Give them $1, 25 cents that they could spend any way they want. 25 cents they give to their God. 25 cents that they save for an investment or for a charity, and 25% that they save for their future, their own future. And you teach them that whatever money you get, always divide it into these 4 parts. Some you spend on yourself, some you save, some for charity and your God, and some for your future. They will always have a course of action to deal with money. Whatever they earn, whatever they make, whatever they have, they'll know what to do with money.
And all of it is in the book. When?
Yes.
When? Wealth Increasing Now. Okay. And the book is available on Amazon, Amazon.com, and other places as well.
Yes, and they can always visit the website Wealth Increasing Now.
Okay. And do you have anything else coming up? Any upcoming speaking engagements or events that you're going to be a part of?
None that is public. I have a couple of private events that I'm going to, but they can always go to the website. We list things there, and engage me. You know, I like answering questions. I like giving people information where they can go find resolve. And with the internet, you know, if I tell you, you can always Google it. Go get proof.
It's Google.
Yeah, go get proof. Go get proof.
Gotcha.
Yes.
All right. Well, we definitely want to be a part of your future events that you got coming up. We definitely want to have the Beat Break crew there and support what you're doing. But we are glad that you was able to come in out of your busy schedule and talk to us about wealth and finances. And the book is called Wealth Increasing Now, available on Amazon and on wealthincreasingnow.com by our very own Rob Wilson. Rob Wilson in the studio.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bitch better have me my money. Shouts to Rihanna, by the way. The Beat Break AM show at Beat Break Radio. Sean Garvey, Sha'ria Thomas, DJ Rollem, and Lily in the studio. Shouts to our intern Larae on the Beat Break AM show.
Beat Break Radio FM, Atlanta's new underground station. Online 24/7 at beatbreakradiofm.com.